Episode 75. Thank you all for listening to Episode 74, Sunny Sunday, a glorious whole experience. I am Gary, here with my co-host.
Fred the Stat Parrot.
Can parrots even keep stats?
Sometimes.
Show me your hands.
He's the Greg Oden of Stat Parrot. Greg Oden of Parrots.
Parrots don't have hands. That was a trick question.
That was a good trick question because I didn't know that. Didn't think about that.
Go ahead.
You gonna provide your name or
Big Mac.
Cool. Omaha Beach.
Wow.
You just got
Really?
scratched. So is he off the show today since he's scratched?
Apparently.
I wish. Make life better.
You wish.
I know. I just said I wish. I literally just said that. Actually, replay it.
He did just say he wishes.
I wish.
All right. So
You do wish.
Are you just gonna make all that noise?
Stop eating
Yeah,
Starburst
keep on
minis. You didn't even bring any freaking Starburst jelly beans like you were supposed to.
Hold on, there's
Are you
one left
serious?
in here.
You're worse than Gary when he's drunk.
Yeah. God, that's not good.
Oh shit.
Thank you for all the noise.
All right.
Don't worry, I'll throw it in the trash.
Oh, you gotta do it, dude. You gotta
That's not gonna fly
That's too
right.
light.
Yep.
call bank.
Do you remember in Twister when the pack was too light? The pack was too light.
Right. So
There you go.
now that you're done screwing around with the plastic, I'm going to thank our sponsors and our wonderful provider of our song, Wes Anderson. Thank you for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, the first and primary sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. He serves the Toledo and surrounding area. And not... Get the globe up. Merp.
Ah, damn it. This thing wasn't
Merp.
cocked back.
Forgot to
Merp.
copy it.
Keep merping, bro.
Merp. Ooh.
Ooh, we're in Mongolia.
Oh, Mongolia.
Oh, back in China
We're in
again.
China.
No, we're in
Oh,
China.
no, dude. Mongolians.
Nothing. In the middle of nowhere.
Mongolian
That's
beef.
Is that the Great Wall?
It might be.
That'd be awesome.
There we go.
Cool. Kumul.
There we go.
Kummel.
Kummel.
We're going to go with Kummel. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area and not Kummel, China.
Been there.
Been there, done that. So thank you. Thank you to Tim and Stephanie at Verizon. Thank you to Cassandra at PNC. By the way, she called me yesterday or Monday, and she's like, hey, it's Cassandra from PNC, and he just loses it. He's like, oh, she actually calls you. And I said, yes, she does. Go ahead. What do you got?
What about the Michelob?
Oh, God, dude. So we go... Oh, son of a bitch. So we go to JoJo's, by the way, in White House Delicious Pizza.
Dollar store internet over here.
Yep, and
Shit.
it
It's
is
like I'm at the Dollar Tree right now with this internet.
now. This is it's unfortunate because I've got everything connected to this damn.
It makes
thing.
sense because I have literally 5 browsers up on the internet, no problem right now, and we can't even get a TV to work.
I know I've got 6 browsers up, and this is great. I know this is bad. So maybe it's because it's in this soundproof pod room. Who knows what it is? So we're getting our pizza at JoJo's. Check them out. And so I go up and I say, "Hey, what kind of beer selection do you have?" She says, "Bud Light."
God, Brandon, you disgust me.
Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light, and Michelob.
Yeah.
Michelob.
Dude, I lost it. I'm like, you have Michelob.
How old was this person telling you
17.
16 or
that would
17.
be why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
Can't blame him.
So they didn't have Michelob. So we had a couple
Did-
Bud Lights.
Did she go to Anthony Wayne or did she
Probably.
like Swanton?
And we're driving.
Because that would be more Swanton-ish.
Even better, we're going down Finsel. And I don't know if you've seen it down Finsel. There's a random fenced-in area off of FT, just random, out of nowhere. Just a fenced-in area. I'm like, the hell is that for? He's like, it's probably a petting zoo for the children. So I got to give Fred the Stat Parrot some credit because that shit was funny.
Well, he doesn't have hands, so he can't clap.
That's very true.
Those are his wings. Those are his wings flapping together.
He's trying to fly away, but he can't.
Yes, and then thank you to Ben Meyer at Yark Chrysler, Jeep Dodge Ram. You had any success over there yet, Brandon?
No.
Have you gone yet?
Yeah.
You met
Talked
with him.
about it last week.
Yeah, you said he was a nice guy. You haven't bought anything yet, though?
No, not yet. No.
That's okay.
Take some time to, think things over.
So
some more.
No, it doesn't.
You know,
I went in there
get
and
some
bought
more-
a truck in like an
open
hour.
that shit up.
I was in
You
it.
know,
I was.
you gotta broaden your horizon. You know, you gotta get more information.
I took mine on a test drive and I was in and out in 20 minutes.
And that's wonderful.
Okay, well, in and out in 20 minutes is about unrealistic because you got to deal with all the fucking loan people.
Yeah.
Don't get a loan.
Oh yeah, everybody just can pay cash. We almost did that on Monday. We were like, let's just go to my bank, get 10 grand out,
13, 12, 11.
and
12.
then I'll go get another couple grand out, and we'll just buy the damn van. But we didn't do it.
Well,
so-
you know, they got to go through that process. Like, do you want this warranty? Well, do you want this
dude,
warranty?
I kept shutting this
Do you
dude
want
down.
this warranty? No, I want $250 a month. That's what I want.
I kept telling this guy, I'm like, dude, I don't want the warranty. And he's like, well, what if this happens? I'm like, then we're going to pay for it. Because we have connections with all these. Are you sure? What about towing? I'm like, again, you're trying to sell me
Do
shit
you want
I don't
this
want.
warranty? It'll only
No.
bump you up by $30. Do you want? No, I don't.
Are you sure?
No,
Oh, well.
no,
But yeah,
I don't want it.
But you'll pay your bill off 2 months earlier.
no.
Oh, no, you will.
True, but I don't want the warranty.
I was just asking. Stop getting Skittles, Brandon.
Are you
For the
finally
love
going to
of
have some
God,
Skittles?
you
I bought
cow.
that last week, and you're finally dipping your hand into it. There you go.
All right, so fun fact for you, Bear. Did you know with this guy that is just destroying people on Jeopardy, who is a professional gambler?
Geo.
Barely won the other night when I watched.
Yeah, $18. But you cannot wager $69 in Final Jeopardy
Why
or
not?
in Double Jeopardy.
Why not?
I don't know.
Against the rules.
It's against the rules. Ken Jennings did it all the time, and they just said, nope,
Trebek.
can't do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So let's get into some NBA updates. You got anything for me? Well, I know you do, Stat Parrot. You've taken some notes.
I got this.
Well, you, Bear, I don't care. You can cover it. I know the Celtics got their asses
I
handed
don't
to
have
them last
stats, but
night.
I
Yes,
want to
they
talk about
did.
James Harden.
All right, I'll do this really quick. So, the Celtics got their asses handed to them yesterday, and now they are tied 1-1 with the Bucks.
Hold on a second. Before we do that, they were literally down by 4, and Milwaukee went on like a 24-0 run because
Yeah, they did.
Boston turned the ball over like 12 times in 4 minutes.
It was fucking. I didn't get to see some of it during that point. I watched most of the game, and then I'm like, what the fuck? I had to step away from it. Was it just everybody turning over? Was it Kyrie, Tatum, Horford, everybody?
It was everybody. It was turnover, miss, turnover, miss, turnover. It was bad. But, I mean, they split in Milwaukee, so win 2 at
that's
home
good.
and
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the series.
Expected.
Doesn't matter. It's the NBA. You can get blown out by 30 one night, and then the next night you're going to win by 20. That's how the NBA works.
Right.
Yep.
Keep going, Stat
What else is
Parrot.
in the East?
Let's see.
The other-
East, we got the Raptors tied with 1-1 with the 76ers. They play tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
What was that 76ers first win in Toronto in like 30 tries or something like that?
Yeah, it was something crazy. Pretty good stat.
Didn't
Thank
know
you.
that.
And I'm not even a parrot.
You're a Stat Bear.
Stat Bear.
Oh, rawr.
And then in the West, we got the Nuggets up 1-0 on Portland. They play tonight at 9. And then Golden State went up 2-0 yesterday on Houston.
Curry and Harden both got injured yesterday.
Yes, they did.
So
Harden's eye and Curry's finger.
was it blatant into his
No,
eye?
it was accidental.
Yeah, it was
I
I
actually-
didn't get to see it.
All
They're
I,
just going for the ball from what I heard. I didn't see the highlight, but what I heard on the radio, they were just going for the ball and just bad.
I'm not going to steal your thunder, Brandon. I'll let you talk about it. But I just find it hilarious that James Harden, out of everyone, bitches about fouls in the NBA and not non-calls. The guy who takes most free throws in the NBA is bitching about calls in the NBA. The guy that travels every time he steps back is bitching about calls in the NBA. Out of anyone who can bitch about calls in the NBA, the top 2 people who can't, 1, James Harden, 2, LeBron James.
Right.
Anyone else, for the most part, can kind of complain a little bit, except anyone on Golden State, because fuck them.
I mean, you guys know, I know more about football than I do about basketball. I don't play basketball. I did every once in a while, but I'm not good at basketball. I like basketball.
What about pool
but-
basketball?
Pool basketball.
That's some
I can
fun
throw
shit.
it down.
That's the best.
But
Are we gonna do that again this year?
Yeah.
Bring it back.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Parents' pool should be ready by
So
July.
are you gonna have the
Okay.
Stat Parrot come so we can see what he can do in a pool?
All right, Stat Parrot can come.
there we go.
You got to go up against 6'10" or no 6'8" Lance.
Stat Parrot better beef up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to beef up.
It gets bloody in there.
Oh, dude, it's brutal.
Gotta watch out for tractor trailer.
So,
All right, so
Hold on, wait, hold on.
did you just say tractor trailer?
I don't vouch for
Yeah.
Brandon for much, but Brandon in pool basketball is a monster. I give him that.
Yeah, watching him dunk, he
After-
gets this high off the ground.
After
That's
about
three-quarters of an
after
inch.
about 8 Miller Lights, and then get him in the pool for basketball.
Oh,
It's
it's
on
the
like Donkey
fucking best.
Kong. It's the only time he'll take his shirt off.
The
ever.
glasses do have to come off.
Yep.
Okay.
He can't see
But,
shit.
I can't. Literally,
and he still dominates. It doesn't make
cannot
sense.
see anything.
He's like, the hoop's right there. I don't give a shit. That's what I'm going for.
I see the ball and I see the hoop. That's all I gotta worry about.
It's playground rules, obviously, right?
Oh yeah, dude, you can tackle. It's basically.
So
you know you have basketball. This is
I just
base
watched
foot
that 2 days
pool
ago.
ball.
Pool skip ball.
Pool skip ball. I like that.
Basketball. So no, like I was saying, I mean, with his whole, him bitching about how he should have got a foul and how he for his 3 attempt that just shut off. His 3 attempt in the winning seconds of the game in game 1. That you can't do that. That's bullshit. I mean, he jumps up and he kicks his feet forward 3 feet, and he expects to get a call. He expects to get a call. That's no, it's not going to happen. I mean. Every time, Barry, you didn't steal my thunder at all. I mean, you're right. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, the guy that bitches about, fouls and everything, creates the most. But, no, I don't have much on it. I just think it's ridiculous of how he thinks he can, shoot a 3 like that and kick his feet 3 feet forward from where he left and expect to get a call. No, ain't going to happen.
Yeah, and he, I think I saw a stat where he has, I think by like 25 or 30, has more fouls on the past 3-point line than I think any other player in the NBA. I think he has like 56. The next closest had like 30, something ridiculous like that. And he had the most 4-point plays in the NBA by like 20 this year or something like that.
Yeah, it's just a straight acting job, and
and he gets it.
I hate it.
And when he doesn't get it, obviously he cries about it, just like everyone else in the NBA does.
I wasn't watching the game when it happened. I watched the the aftermath and the highlights, and I hate when they do that. Mm-hmm. I hate it. Jump up and down, leave land on the where you left the ground. Don't be jumping forward. Expect to get a freaking foul. So you can shoot 3 free throws.
Yep. No,
that's my rant.
I agree with you. Gary, what do you got on basketball?
I haven't watched much of it, to be honest with you. I didn't even see much of the Celtics game. I saw the Nuggets won, like you said, and then Golden State's up 2-0. I mean, I know, and Celtics are 1-1 with the Bucks, and then the Raptors and the 76ers are 1-1. And it's kind of been – this has been more interesting now because they're closer games or they're just blowouts on either side, but they split. So I'm good with it. Of course, I want the Celtics to win. We'll see. I don't know because it's been lopsided both ways. And I'm sorry for the clicking. We're trying to get connected to a hotspot so we can watch some damn TV. So
it's going to go 7. I mean,
yeah.
Well,
I hope it doesn't, but I hope it goes Celtics in 6. I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're right. It's going to be 7. We'll know more as they go.
I think it might be
Boston.
5. I think Boston's going to win both in Boston.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Because what is it? Best of 7, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So it's they got 2.
So if they go 6,
do they go 2-3-2 or is it 2-2-1-1-1?
2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Game 6 would be in Boston. They clinch.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So hey, you know what? I'm good with it. Thank you, Stat Parrot, for your help here. Let's go to NHL, unless you guys got something else on basketball.
Nope.
Good. All right. NHL. This has just been a wild playoffs, as we already know. We've talked about. Only one of us has their team left. San Jose.
San Jose.
That's me. They're up 2-1 on Colorado, which I appreciate. I went back and listened to the Miller Lite Beer League story episode, and Nick did say Anaheim's going to win the cup, which made me laugh. But he did say a sleeper is Dallas, and Dallas is there. So that was a good call.
Like
a sleeper
That's
of Dallas.
what we get for listening to beer league hockey players.
Right. So the Blue Jackets, are
2-1.
Now I got a question for you. If they make the cup, are we going to go?
Yes.
No.
I will.
Don't care.
I will.
I'm not.
You go?
No, I won't go.
No interest.
I will just to go to a Stanley Cup game.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit there and listen.
There'll be one in Detroit the next 5 years. I'm not too worried about it.
Did you
go,
see?
right there.
Speaking of which, Pavel is talking about coming back.
Yeah, I was going
That's
to bring
it?
that up. I was going to ask Bear about that.
Go ahead,
If you guys
talk
did.
about it right now.
I mean, he's 40 years old. What do you think about
Who gives a shit? Yager's what, like 70, and he was still playing.
Well, I know
Yager
that.
is still playing in like some Russian league.
Yeah, he's in the KLW or whatever. KWL or whatever.
Jesus Christ. Take
You
another.
okay?
I might die. Somebody host the show.
Or the KHL. That's what it
Anyways.
is.
Can you leave the room if you're going to die so we don't have to watch it?
Wow, thank you.
You're
fucking
welcome.
dick. And then you're gonna give away my fucking hockey ticket.
Just close the door. Just close the door on the way out.
You're welcome. I will. I'll give it to some nice homeless person outside.
Like, Grayson, you want to go to the game? Your dad was supposed to go.
In your memory.
Here you go, buddy. But
Yeah.
in real speak, in all seriousness, I know if something happened to me, I know all you guys and some others would make sure Grayson did some cool shit like that. So
I'd throw him on the ice. You know, like they throw the fish when they score a goal. I'd throw Grayson.
Grayson,
go!
you probably would.
I'd take him to the store.
Grayson would live the best life ever.
Oh, yeah, he would. And see, I want to take him to a hockey game, but I got to take him to an earlier one.
Gary didn't get that.
He wants on the glass. What'd you say?
I said I'd take him to the store.
I really don't get it either.
I don't
Can you
either.
explain?
From last Saturday when you said you guys were going to the store and he flipped out.
Oh, dude, he was so pissed off. God, and then once we got there, he was fine because he's like, "Ooh, toys, more toys, yay, toys." By the way, he's doing a in Bowling Green. They're doing like a kids superhero obstacle course that they can do, and I tried to find him an Iron Man costume, which I won't spoil anything for people that give a shit about it. But he comes home and tells me that one of his friends in school told him what happened at the end, and I'm like, is that okay? And he's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And I already knew, thank God, because if he would have come home and I didn't see it, I would have been pissed. But so he's like, I want to go as Iron Man. So I get on Amazon and I'm like, oh, they don't have your size. And I said, dude, I got a brilliant idea. So I get his Iron Man shirt out. It's like a dry fit shirt.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, we'll get the hair dye so we can dye your hair almost like Bear's, so it's like black almost. We'll draw on Tony Stark's beard and mustache
Classic.
on you and eyeliner. Kelly said we'll do eyeliner. I'm like, great. So we're going to put that on him. So he's going to be Tony Stark, half Iron Man, half Tony Stark. It's going to be friggin' great. Just to see this kid going. I'm going to have to take pictures and send you guys.
Yeah.
But he's going to run this obstacle course as Tony Stark Jr.
I like
a 5-year-old with a mustache and beard.
I don't want to cut you off, but
No,
did you
you're
see
good.
the video that I showed you about with what is that, Jokic or whatever? Jokic?
Which one?
With
I've seen a couple of
them. I think you said ha 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 to it when he teed him up.
Oh,
he's like,
dude. He was so pissed.
Like, get your bitch ass out of here.
Yeah.
You know, those
the
voiceovers.
voiceovers?
Yeah, you know,
Oh, God, it was so great.
when they read their mouths and they do the voiceovers for it. Oh, it's
Dude,
hilarious.
if they beat Portland and Golden State, when Golden State's going to be in some trouble with him, and Boogie is not back.
Dude.
They've already been struggling.
Dude, they are tough. You know,
They're struggling.
Yeah.
they struggled, and we talked about this earlier. It's all about matchups. You know,
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna struggle with the big man.
San Antonio matched up great with them. You know, and they went to 7. But it'll be interesting to see otherwise. You know what happens. I
that'll
hope
be
they
a good
go play
matchup. That'll be a great
because
matchup.
what did we say? Are they 1-0?
Yeah,
Okay.
they play tonight.
Okay, and then so back to hockey. We got the Islanders and Carolina. Carolina's up 2-0.
Yeah, won both in New York.
And they play tonight.
Yeah.
They're 1-1. I mean,
2-0.
And I don't know if Mrazek's.
It's 1-1 right now, though.
Yeah,
in,
it 1-1 in the
first.
game. Yes.
Oh, in the
yeah,
game,
They're playing
yeah.
in Carolina
Scores
right now.
1-1, yeah.
I don't know if Mrazek's back tonight. He went out in game 2 with an injury, and dude came in and ended up winning the game. Hurricanes scored 2 goals in I don't know, a minute and a half in the third, early in the third. And
I
then
love seeing
hung them off.
former Red Wings, just do great and just put a smile on my face.
It's kind of how I felt about Vegas last year because they were like half Penguins.
The Red Wings have needed a goalie for ever since Osgood retired, and they had Mrazek,
Stop it.
and
Stop it.
I'm not a no.
They had Hasek grow
I
up.
said Osgood.
Hasek was after Osgood.
Later in
No,
his
then
career.
Osgood. Then
Well, no,
Osgood
yeah,
took back
Osgood
over.
came back. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that doesn't
Oh,
count.
Jesus.
I thought you
Osgood
meant.
is
I thought you meant
No.
first Osgood.
No, second
Osgood?
I still take second
Osgood
Osgood right now
squared.
over freaking Jimmy Howard.
I'll take Patrick Waugh.
Patrick
I don't-
Roy.
Would you take Goldberg?
Who? No, I'm not
the
going to take
goalie.
The goalie! Goldberg.
Goldberg now? No.
If that puck was a cheeseburger, you'd stop it.
Yeah,
you
he's
see
skinny.
his,
He's skinny as
mugshot?
shit now.
Oh, because he's
Did you
all
see his
fucking methed up.
mugshot?
Yeah, 'cause
Coked
all
out.
Coked out, methed up, everything.
That's right.
So St. Louis and the Stars, Dallas Stars. St. Louis is up 2-1 right now. Every game except both games that St. Louis won has been decided by a goal, 3-2, 4-3, and then the Stars won 4-2 in St. Louis. So they split. But then St. Louis comes to Dallas and beats them in 1. And this is the same thing, 2-2, 1-1-1. So we'll see. And then my Stanley Cup pick, San Jose, the Sharkies, they are up 2-1. They won 5-2 game 1, then they lost 4-3, and then they won 4-2. So they split in San Jose. They're in Colorado now for 2. They won the first one in Colorado.
They'll probably lose. Colorado will take this one. I bet they'll split and they'll end up winning. San Jose will win in Game 7 would be my guess.
You think so?
I think so.
All right. So and then we kind of skipped over, but Columbus and Boston. Columbus is up 2-1. Every game has been decided by a goal. And the first game was in overtime. The second game was in 2 overtimes. Mm-hmm. So can you kind of talk just briefly, Bear, because you know it better than all of us, in the playoff hockey, how they don't do overtime the same as they do in the regular season?
Right. So in the regular season, they moved it to 3-3 just because in the regular season they don't play. They play 5 minutes and then they go to a shootout. They're trying to avoid more shootouts, so they're really going just to play 3-on-3 hockey. Gives a lot of room on the ice. You pretty much throw out 2 offensive guys and a defenseman, and it's fast, it's quick, it's really cool to watch, but it gets the games over with quicker. Playoff hockey is 5-on-5, and it is sudden death. Goes until it's over. So the next score is gold. It's 1 overtime, 2 overtime.
If you want to go on if you ever want to go on the brink,
overtimes, who knows?
If you ever want to go on the brink of a heart attack, watch overtime hockey,
dude.
If it's your team,
yeah. If it's your team.
We were together. Wasn't it us 3? I think we were all together. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. But when the Walleye, they won Game 7, like we watched 6 and 7.
They went 2 overtimes, I think.
And then we went to the next series. They won Game 6, and then we get to Game 7, and they lost in the 3rd overtime.
That's when that guy was like,
because we were all like,
Toledo sucks, and everybody in Toledo is terrible. Yeah.
Well, see, I get worried
South
when
Carolina,
I go.
I think it was.
I get worried when I go to like hockey games or football games with Bear because I'm like, damn it, he's gonna start talking shit, and then some idiot's gonna talk shit back to him, and Bear's gonna get pissed because this dumbass shouldn't be talking. I got $5,000 in my pocket, or some stupid shit, and then I'm gonna be like, God damn it, now I gotta fight somebody because of Bear, but it's really not Bear's fault. Bear's just yelling like a hockey fan would, and then somebody just gets butthurt that you shouldn't say that. We got my kids here. Well, don't bring your fucking kids to a goddamn playoff hockey game.
My mouth, I can run it how I want.
That's right. And then I got to be there. Thankfully, Nick will be there, and then the stat parrot. He can throw his wings at him. But he'll be. Man, I'm not good to fight. I just pecked their eyes out.
What do you think? Over under passed out by 10 minutes left in the second.
No, he'll stay awake, dude.
He'll be throwing back those
He might be
Michelobes.
yakking on the people in front of us. Yeah, the Michelobes.
We're throwing back the Michelobes.
Dude, just make sure you eat before we go.
Oh, dude,
I was about to say, we'll put some headphones on.
I
and
have
stick
not
them in
made
the
that
corner.
mistake since that night of this podcast.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
not made that mistake again.
You will again,
Thanks,
trust me.
thanks.
Oh, I know I will.
Thanks for being a dad. The name of that episode.
I do remember that. Thanks for being my dad.
Who is that?
Jessica Mendoza.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't watch SportsCenter anymore.
You don't watch Sports Center?
Well, she is the
Oh,
announcer on
this
baseball.
is baseball tonight. Yeah, it's baseball tonight.
Nerd.
The Luke man are just right. Anyway, so what the hell's the next thing we're talking about here? Oh God, NASCAR.
Okay, hold on. Before
Oh God.
well, we didn't talk about. You brought up Pavel Datsyuk, and we didn't really talk about it. I asked Barrett, do you think it's a good idea or no?
Yeah, why not? It's Datsyuk, man.
Got that veteran leadership.
He can still play.
Oh, I know he can still play, but
Well, then there you go.
all right. I just didn't know if you wanted to talk more about it. But yeah, let's move on to NASCAR.
No, there isn't really much more to talk about it, in all honesty. And the only reason why I say that is because it's just rumor.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be good, but nah.
I'll let you cover this, Brandon.
I mean, there ain't that much to cover. I mean, the best did win. So
Jesus.
Chase Elliott did win
Christ.
his first race of the year at Talladega. First super.
He's the best, but he won
yeah.
his first race of the year.
Yep, he's the best. So the siren in Dawsonville, Georgia, was ringing again, and
For the first time in a year.
not technically. I mean, technically, the first time in 6 months. So there you go, half a year. Good one though. Yeah, I mean, it ended on a ended with a caution. So they threw the caution flag on the backstretch.
Keep going.
Well, they threw the caution on the backstretch, and it ended on the
By
caution
the way, it was
checkered flag.
bullshit. And you know the caution was for debris? It wasn't even for the wreck. It was for debris. Bullshit.
Well, and see, that's another reason. I don't know why they. Well, I think
It was stupid.
Honestly, I think he would have got it anyways because he still had that
Dude.
good. He still had a good run going.
Dude, he
But-
did. But
but,
you know Bowman would have fucking went after him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
But it's
No,
nice to
this-
see the 88, like Bowman, because
Yeah.
he does well at these super
oh,
speedways.
absolutely. It was good to see
And-
him win. It was good to see Hendricks overall.
And they
get a
get a win. They need it. And
no matter who.
they got rid of the restrictor plates.
Yeah.
So instead of 400 and whatever miles per hour, 410, they're doing like 550 miles per hour on these super speedways.
Yeah, go chase.
What is it? They got tapered.
Yeah, they're like there's still technically restrictor plates, but they're just designed differently so they don't restrict it as much. So they give it more power, but it's still a restrictor plate. Because I actually did read the article on this last week.
Yeah, because it's tapered. Tapered something.
It's a thinner. Don't hold me to this. It's either a thinner or a thicker piece of metal, but the holes in it are designed differently to where it lets in more airflow than the normal restrictor.
I mean, dude,
plates.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong or anything. I've been watching NASCAR for 22 years, and I don't know anything about it.
That was just one.
And he knows shit about cars. That's why I asked him.
That's what
I believe you.
That's what I got out of the article that I read on it. So it's still a restrictor plate, but it's not called a restrictor plate.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a great race. You had the pack racing a little bit. They broke off, also for a little bit, but.
Spacer.
Like I said, I mean,
tapered spacer.
I love Talladega because I think I said last week you can go from 27th on the backstretch, from 27th up to the top 5 just like that on the backstretch. So I mean, it was a good race. Chase won. Like I said, got his first win. Hendricks had a good run. They got their first. They got a couple top 5s in a win, and thankfully, Kyle Larson is still alive.
Oh my God.
Because his car
wasn't even that bad. Newman's was worse.
Newman's was bad.
Newman's was worse.
I didn't even see Newman.
My favorite was
was
texting Bear like
okay.
Yeah, my favorite was texting Bear like McDowell getting the 40 this week.
I wasn't even watching.
Well, dude,
I didn't even fucking watch.
The thing that pissed me off is Stenhouse was up there the whole race, and then at the end of the race, I'm like, where the hell's he going? And then he spins himself out. I'm like, we talked about somebody's going to spin him out. Yep, Ricky Stenhouse is going to spin out Ricky Stenhouse.
Ricky Stenhouse
got 24.
screwed Ricky Stenhouse.
Yeah, idiot.
I don't know, but Larson was pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
He flew up and then turned and then hit that wall in midair, sideways, and I mean,
I was just disappointed that McDowell, really, out of all people, he had to be the first one to wreck. He qualified 12th. For the love of fuck, dude. God.
Well,
I could have taken anybody better than him.
I love Talladega. I mean, we all had, except for you, McDowell, but I had Dylan. Dylan was up there.
He fucking spun himself out.
Yeah, Dylan was up there all day. Stenhouse was up there all day. Parrot, who did you take?
I don't know. Ryan Newman. Yeah.
Parrot, who did you take?
Yeah, because of my notes, I wrote another top 10 still ahead of you goons.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm catching up, though.
Speaking of which, let's give the update on that. So, Fred the Stat Parrot, with his 40 in the Daytona 500, 9.1. Next, we've got Mr. Bear at 13.1 with the
40?
Split.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then Brandon at 14.4 with the 14th place finish. And myself at 16.1. So we're all actually decently close when it comes to this.
Don't worry, I'll start going downhill probably after that last pick.
Yeah, because everybody you take is a stud. But, they're finishing good, and that's what you want. Because just because we might take Kyle Busch later on or somebody else, they could finish like shit. We don't know.
Well, I do have a side note. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but the Toledo Speedway had a stock car race this past weekend.
Yes, they did.
There was a big-ass crash.
Yeah, there
This
was.
car went flying through the air.
A guy, I think I know what you're talking about because somebody I know showed me the video because he was there. The guy spun out, and they're going around. You know how they go around, and then they slow down. When they see what's going on, they go high or low from wherever the wreck is.
They went
Dude
right
just
into him.
Blasted this
right
guy.
into him.
And I asked the guy, I was like, because I don't know if he went for some reason, but I was like, do they have, because they're like sprint cars, little the cage things and everything. I don't know what they're called, but
sprint cars,
stock cars.
There you go.
Or stock cars. You're right.
Sprint
cars are what Tony Stewart and that dumbass that got out of the car.
Well, that's what they were racing.
Yeah,
but
no, they were in stock cars. The sprint cars. They were different.
No, they had the cages and everything.
But it wasn't like the sprint car where they're fucking drifting all over the place.
No, it wasn't a drift. But I asked them, do they have spotters? Because this dude was just parked and he got blasted by this guy coming right around. But I don't know if they do have spotters. But
I can hear them from my house.
Yeah,
when they race or when they qualify.
It's right down the road from your house.
I love it. My dad. Yeah, my dad.
I was making a point. Damn it.
Yeah, my dad lives right down the road from you, and he says he can hear it.
He can hear me, or he can hear the race?
Both.
Okay, good.
Both.
I just won $36 million. Side note.
Good for you.
Good job.
On your Yeah.
Nerd.
You playing like Clash of Titans or whatever? Clash
No, it's actually slots.
He gets credits to hotels and
It's
shit
like
in
it's like
Vegas.
legit shit. It's
Yeah.
legit.
Well, it's
It's
not that
legit
legit
shit.
because it's $36 million you should have, not 1.2 credits to a Hilton Inn.
No, they actually. I showed. Ask Aaron. They have legit deals. Like they're good. And they
Hey,
work.
dude, he's like, hey, let's go here and get the buffet. I'm like, yeah, they're sold out. It says it right there on your ticket.
I'm like shit.
I got the coupons.
Coupons.
All right. So where are they at this week? Dover?
Well, here, hold on.
Yes.
I had some more
Must
stuff for you.
have.
No.
They're going back, I don't know if you saw this, to single car qualifying on
Thank
ovals
God.
starting this weekend. All 3 national series are going back to single car qualifying instead of the groups.
Thank the Lord.
Dale Jr., did you see he was added to the Kentucky Derby announce team?
No, I did not.
And he will also be on the Indy 500 announce team.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yep. And then we talked about Dave Portnoy's Kyle Busch review on the pizza, which was great. And then him going around Dega. Just check, dude, it is so funny. Him just going around Dega, obliterated. And then he puts money on his own girl. She's like, she's a former Marine, and she loses both 2 out of 3. And she's like, oh, I had bets on this girl too. And he's like, so I basically just got screwed by my own people. Yep.
He's a loser. All right. Dover this week?
Yep.
Dover, Delaware.
Can I see who I've picked?
No. Who won this race in the fall?
Not Chase Elliott.
Brandon won.
It was Chase Elliott.
Yeah, it was.
God damn it, was it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Chase, Harvick, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Truex, Kenseth, Harvick. Your last few winners.
I finished first twice.
And
That's
then
awesome.
Johnson, and a whole bunch of Jimmy Johnson. But, what was this, Monster Mile? Who's going first? Stat Parrot, right?
Yeah, I'll go. I picked Joey Logano.
You're staying with the...
Christ.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna
It's final.
Let him go. He's good.
It's final.
go with Bears' last pick with Michael McDowell, who just gave him a 40. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
McDowell, let's see how he runs here.
If you get worse,
22nd.
if you get worse than 40, you got a problem.
Yep, that's what I'm taking.
All right, so he's taking McDowell because he doesn't know any drivers.
I've used all the ones I knew in the first 3 weeks.
Did I take Jimmy Johnson yet? I can't remember.
B-Dub, no.
Go on, give me Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy J.
I'll take Jimmy Johnson. Resurrect his career.
James Johnson.
Mike Jones.
Who?
That's Mike Jones.
Now you got to give me a second because I'm trying to type it on this stupid thing.
Okay.
You took who, McDowell?
Yes, ma'am.
The Stat Parrot.
Bear?
I don't know. I don't really want to take Chase, but I might.
Oh, yeah.
How many races do we have to pick before we
Take Ricky Bobby.
get our drivers over again?
Well, this will be the 11th race of the season. So you've got 15 more after this.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if I want to
I still
use
got a
Chase
couple big
already.
dogs in my pocket.
So if I pick Ricky Bobby one
Sorry,
week,
this
is that
is
a
the
40?
12th race.
12th,
Yes,
12th race.
race. Yep.
12th race. Hold on a second. Let me pull my Drevors up here.
No, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. It is the 11th race.
Are you sure you don't want to pick Duche?
No.
I was talking to Parrot.
Oh.
Duche McDusherson.
Duche McDusherson. This is the Gander RV 400. Good God.
Yep.
Gander Mountain.
I thought they went out of business.
No
Or is
wonder,
that just around us?
no wonder why these
That
guys
was
haven't
just
done
around
anything.
us.
Have I taken Amarola yet?
You have not.
All right, give me Amarola.
Eric
Eric Amarola.
Armadillo. And I'm going to take a guy that has finished in the top 10 the last 4 races here. Give me Daniel Suarez.
Oh.
Sneaky.
Very sneaky.
Hey, the Yankees lost again.
They used to call him Sneaky Suarez.
They're down 15 fucking guys. Like, they're digging into single A to get their fucking players.
Probably
They
digging
actually-
into high school.
Actually called me the other day and I turned him down. I had to work.
It's a good excuse.
Thank you.
Probably normal at this point.
Well, they couldn't offer me health insurance, so I turned it down.
Makes
They couldn't
sense.
offer me dental.
You don't need dental insurance.
You're fine with your 1 tooth.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
Well,
you need.
they didn't offer. me, so I had to turn him down.
What?
Cool.
Goddamn.
Cool.
So I just want to talk.
Just let you know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Stat Parrot.
Thanks, Parrot. All right. Hey, Brandon, did you see Kyle Busch had another historical feat? First guy.
No.
First guy
So it
since
must have not have been
1990 to start the first 10 races of the year in the top 10. Finished all 10 races in the top 10.
Congratulations.
Who was that guy that did it in 1990?
Probably Dale.
Trivia question for you.
Dale, Alan Kowicki, or
I was going to say Bobby Allison.
Jeff Gordon.
Davey
around
Allison.
Nope. Keep going. I'm going to actually give you guys like 3 guesses.
Tim Richmond.
No.
Terry Labonte.
No.
Richard Petty.
Bobby Labonte.
No. So you're done.
I get one more.
Yep.
Oh.
Kyle Petty.
You're done.
I'm going to keep on going.
Kyle Petty, was he even a gleam in his father's eye of them?
Oh, yeah. In 90?
Kidding. Kyle
Oh,
Petty's
I
like,
thought you
Petty's like 50
No,
now.
I know. I thought you meant like no. Yeah.
Was he racing?
I heard you wrong. Sorry.
let's think back here. Use your brain power. Brain power.
Somebody I would know.
No.
Is he alive?
Is he somebody I would know?
Is he alive? Maybe.
Carl Yastrzemski. He was a baseball player. It was a joke. I was just seeing if you were paying attention.
Kelly Yarborough.
Yeah.
Who the hell is the guy that killed himself?
Lance Armstrong.
Dick Trickle?
No, it's not him.
Ah!
This will shock you. I was shocked by this. Morgan Shepherd.
Morgan Shepherd still racing. By the way, so yes, he is still alive.
So, Kyle Busch, so he can tie Morgan Shepherd's mark with 11th top 10 if he does it this week. He would tie the record. But right now he has had, I think, 12 in a row, which is the record, like crossing over from last year. So Shepherd went on to finish in 6th place in the season's 11th race before a streak of consecutive top 10s to open up the season came to an end at 11 when he was forced to retire in the season's 12th race before officially being scored in 29th. Pretty interesting feat.
Do you know how many poles he has?
Don't know.
7.
That's it?
Yeah.
Kyle Busch or Morgan Shepherd?
Morgan Shepherd.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Kyle Busch is more than that. Yeah, so Busch has not finished a race outside the top 10 since he finished 17th in last season's round of 8 playoff race at Texas Motor Speedway in November, meaning that he is set to enter this weekend's race at Dover International Speedway on a 12-race top 10 finishing streak.
Good. I hope he just jinxed him and he blows a tire and hits a wall.
Well, he did that. I remember you guys said,
First lap.
Kyle Busch wrecked. And guess who won that goddamn race,
I
Brandon?
mean, he's okay.
Guess who won that race, Brandon? When he
But
said
guess
Kyle
what?
Busch wrecked on the
Oh,
lap
I
3.
guess
Laughed
Kyle
at us.
Busch.
Yes, he did.
Don't say you guys. That was Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
I didn't care.
Brandon. You told us he wrecked. Lap 3. Laughed your ass
You
off.
did.
Who won the race?
I don't care.
Just say it. Who won the damn
don't
race?
Care.
Who won it, Brandon?
Don't care.
Kyle Busch.
Tim Richmond.
Didn't he die of AIDS?
Jeez.
I'm asking a serious question.
No, I don't think he did.
Stat Parrot, would you stop playing slots, you stupid gambling parrot?
Who are you looking up?
Tim Richmond. Did he
got
die
it.
of AIDS?
Tim Richmond.
Highly doubt
Did
that.
he
I
die
don't think he died of AIDS. Good lord.
Pretty sure he had AIDS and died of AIDS.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you.
Named one of the 50 greatest NASCAR drivers of all time, too.
50? Isn't there only like 65?
He acquired them from an unknown woman.
Been
Yeah,
there.
okay. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
You know where he was born?
Not Toledo.
Close.
Dayton.
Close.
Ashland.
Columbus.
Wow, Brandon, cool. Use fucking Wikipedia some more, loser.
Where is it?
Ashland. You know
Nice.
how many polls he had?
14.
I hate you. I don't even know why I asked you.
Yeah,
Is he looking right at it?
Looking right at me.
I'm sure he had more
Fun
than that
fact,
with the AIDS.
though.
15 at least.
Do you know?
He competed in 8 races with his AIDS. Ugh.
Poor car.
Fun fact of the day. If you guys did not know, Days of Thunder.
Played him. Yeah, he played him. Yep, it was on his life. Yeah. How do you like that? Huh? You
No.
like ruining everyone else's shit?
Loosely
You
based.
stupid loser.
Loosely based
Well,
on Richmond. Loosely
Who the hell is
based.
that? Randy Quaid? He's loosely based on Rick Hendrick.
Why don't you
And Harry
you know that?
Hyde and Rick Hendrick.
Hold on loosely, and don't let go.
Still good, Brandon.
So hold on, wait. This is. I mean, this
There's no
isn't.
tire.
This isn't funny, but he had to miss the Daytona 500 because his condition was reported as double pneumonia, and then they found out it was AIDS. You'd be like, oh, double pneumonia, not bad.
What the hell is double pneumonia?
Just kidding. It's pneumonia times 2.
I'm sure there's more to it than this. Than pneumonia
Double
times two.
pneumonia. What's a double cheeseburger, Gary?
Damn it.
Yeah, bitch. Oh no, is there double?
Yeah, Brandon, you want that Dover double or that Talladega triple? I can't do that Talladega triple. Just give me the Dover
I
double.
should have, yeah.
What are you talking about?
When we were in Daytona, 2005, 14 years ago, at about this time.
I highly doubt Brandon turned down a Talladega triple.
He did. He got
I
the
did.
Dover double. But
Got the Dover
did
double.
you hear this story? I'm sure you've heard it like 75 times.
I don't remember.
Stat Barry, you might not
I've
have
never
heard it.
heard- I've never
So
heard
we
that.
go to Florida. Every fucking place we go to, Bubba Gump Shrimp, I'll have the American cheeseburger. We go to a
Yeah.
barbecue place, I'll have the cheeseburger.
It was very depressing.
We go to
I
the
totally regret it.
We go to the NASCAR store. I'll have the Dover double, and then Uncle Jeff. I know you want that Talladega triple, Brandon. I'll have the Dover double. That's all he got. But he would never eat anything but damn cheeseburgers.
And I totally regret it because we did go to the Bubble Gum Shrimp place.
Oh,
and
dude.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, because now you've expanded your horizons on food.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. I was just reading the end of this now. Just as Stat Parrot said earlier, Richmond's physician, Dr. David Dodson, said there was no way of knowing who the woman was. Tim was a celebrity with a lot of charisma, a handsome guy. He naturally attracted a lot of women.
So was it the women or was it?
Punch later claimed that more than 90 drivers and personnel underwent HIV testing
When
after
did
they
he-
found out.
when did he die?
89.
So do you think it could have been Freddie Mercury that gave him the AIDS?
Well, unknown woman, so...
That's what they say.
Well, maybe Freddie gave it to the woman, who gave it to him, who gave it to Greg Louganis, who then gave it to Kevin Bacon.
You said anus. Bacon has HIV?
No, but it's like the 7 things of Kevin Bacon or whatever. Isn't that how
was
that
like,
works?
yeah.
Isn't there a game like that?
Is that Game of Thrones? I don't watch that, but everybody's been
watch it
talking
either.
about
I
that
have no idea what
Arya
you guys are
Stark
talking
killed the Night King or Nightwing or Batman or something.
I don't care.
All I know is that one chick's in it. What is her name?
Oh, that one from that show? And
Yeah,
that movie
Amelia
too?
Clark.
She's got the hair and the eyes.
Amelia Clark? Yes.
Next.
Amelia Clark. And next,
Kind of smelly.
PGA. Can you? By the way, there was 2 missed cuts here, so they got 40s. Was the missed cut was 40th place?
Anyone want to take bets that one was for sure me?
Yes, I guarantee it
Yeah,
was.
Stanley and Finau. It was
Probably
you.
me.
And you were the other. You were correct with Scott and Day.
Yep.
I had a nice 13th place.
Who'd you have?
Piercy and Horschel.
Yeah, and I
And then you
had
had
Kepka and
22nd.
Kepka, and it was 22nd.
Yep.
And you know what? I made fun of Gay Sabatini, and they were 3rd. I knew I should have taken them.
What's
knew it.
the tournament this week?
Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo Championship, Quail Hollow.
Quail
good. I'm
Hollow.
actually looking at the right one.
I think this
Look
was...
at the right freaking golf tournament.
I am.
Yeah, Wells Fargo was...
And this is
I
this
think
is a
this
new
tournament
month.
was moved up.
This is a new month. So this month we've got Wells Fargo, the Byron Nelson, PGA Championship, Fort Worth Invitational, and Memorial
Ah,
Tournament.
you know, dude, I just figured out the PGA Championships when I'm gone. I'm so mad.
When you're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, I'm at Rock on the Range. Oh,
Yeah.
I was so pissed. It's that weekend.
sucked.
I was like, really?
Dude, you can just.
I said that last
Well,
week.
you're gonna be listening now.
must
You won't
have-
have time.
You must have missed it.
I'll be somewhere in California.
Lucky.
Shut up, nerd.
Hey, you must have missed it. Right?
You probably didn't say it. You probably didn't speak into your mic. 'cause you're so far away.
Sorry.
Anyways, I think this tournament used to be later in the year, and now it's moved up to May because the PGA screwed up their whole schedule and now confuses me and ruins my life by not being able to watch the PGA. I hope Tiger doesn't win now, just so I don't miss it. So yeah, it's at Quail Hollow.
Is that that's a major?
Yeah, the PGA.
Yeah. Remind me again.
The PGA used to be the last one. It used to be the Masters, U.S., British, PGA. Now this year
And the
it's
Tour Championship is nothing.
no. That's just at the end of the year
So why is it called the Tour Championship then? Can you help me out on that?
because it's just it's the last what is it? The last tournament of the year with what do they call it? The FedEx Cup. That's what it is.
So even though he could win, like Tiger won the Tour Championship, he didn't win the FedEx Cup,
Right, because
obviously.
it goes by points
So it
off
just
that.
and the FedEx Cup is
Yeah, but
fairly
Justin Rose finished second. If Justin Rose finished 3rd or worse, Tiger would have won it.
which would have been awesome.
But he finished second
I
in
know
the
we
tournament.
hoped.
Yep.
But anyway, sorry.
So this week I just saw some crazy numbers. Phil Mickelson in this field is the most under par at this tournament in the field. I don't know ever. I'm assuming ever. 101 under at this tournament in his career. He has 10 top 10s here and has never won.
Really?
Yep. And second is Rory McIlroy, who has the most strokes gained here. And what is that?
69.
69. Yes. 69.
So,
and Ricky, I think, is like third with like 55.
Speaking of Rory, I am taking him this week. He will be my first double-up pick of the year. First double-up pick.
Yeah, I think Rory's going to be my pick as well. Once I saw that 69 under, I knew it was in the clouds. Unfortunately, he's going to add to that this week, and sadly enough, his 69 under reign will be gone here.
Well, and I'll give a quick updated standing. So I am sitting at 18.4 average. Next is Brandon, 26.6. Then Bear at 30.4, and Jake at 42.
Almost breaking
3.
40. Almost.
Right.
I'm gonna break 40 by the
So we
end
got
of the
two Rorys.
Yep. What do we got? Brandon.
Be now.
Okay. Jacob Wing.
Wing is it's Fred the Stat Parrot.
Oh,
First of all, it's
Jacob
Parrot.
Wing.
Yeah, you just call him Parrot. Hey, Parrot, what do you got? What do you got?
I'm gonna
Parrot.
go Henrik Stenson.
That bastard.
Okay. Could happen.
He hates the United States.
He's actually playing in this tournament too, so I actually might have a shot.
Just
Are
like
you sure? Did you confirm?
I confirmed it
he hates America.
2 times.
Does he really hate America?
Yeah.
America!
Oh wait, then I can't pick him if he hates America.
Come on, you already switched
Nope,
your
I already
NASCAR
picked
pick.
him. It's final.
Now I feel less American.
I'm pretty sure Brandon just made that up.
He probably did.
No, I mean he doesn't like our courses, and he'd rather play in the European tour. But
I mean, I would too.
I'm just saying.
All right, next, on to baseball. So,
See, the Yankees are cheating again.
why are they cheating?
Dude, that was last year.
Was it?
Yes.
Severiano.
We got the
Severino.
we got the volume down, and they just showed the highlights. So I thought maybe it was
I don't
like
know
from
why
yesterday
they were
or something.
showing that highlight. I thought that was odd.
I have no idea. Thought it was from yesterday.
Well, in the AL East, the Rays are ahead 2 games on the Yankees, who are 17-12 somehow. They're 8-2 in their last 10 with a double-A team. But they've also played nobody. Toronto is 5 games out, Boston 6 games out, and Baltimore 9.5 out. Minnesota leading the Central 17-10. The Indians game and a half out, Tigers 4 out, White Sox 4.5, Royals 8.5. Go out to the West. Houston is a game ahead of Seattle, 3.5 ahead of Texas, 5 ahead of LA, and 5.5 ahead of Oakland. So the best record in the American League right now is the Tampa Bay Rays, who, by the way, has a plus 46 run differential. Yankees at plus 35. Third in the AL, behind the Astros at plus 38. Out to the National League, the Phillies, 16-13, 1 game ahead of the Mets, 2 games ahead of Atlanta, 3.5 ahead of Washington, and 8 ahead of Miami. Next in the Central, tied for the best record in baseball, St. Louis Cardinals, 19-10, 3 games ahead of the Cubbies, 3 games ahead of the Brewers, 4.5 ahead of Pittsburgh, and 7 ahead of Cincinnati, who's starting to kind of, they're 12-17, which is still under, but they started off bad. They were 1-10 to start.
5 and something like that. 5-12 or 5-13. Yeah.
So good.
No, 5-5 in their last 10, looking good. Pirates are 2-8 in their last 10.
Yikes.
And the Cardinals are 9-1. So they were 10-9 to start. They're 19-10 now. And then out west, Dodgers 20-12, 2 games ahead of the Padres, also 2 games ahead of Arizona, 6 games ahead of Colorado, and 7 games ahead of San Francisco. So, did we read our picks up here? Yeah, we did. So I had the Yankees over the Dodgers in 6, Red Sox over the Dodgers in 7 for whoever's red, Brandon. Astros over the Braves in 6.9. That's got to be Bear.
Nice.
And then Astros over the Dodgers in 5 for Parrot. So
Yeah, we got the Twins and Astros on right now. I can tell you right now,
we can switch this.
The
to something
Twins,
else.
there are about 30,000 people from selling this place out, so they might sell this out. They might sell it out.
30,000.
Dude, they might sell it
May
out.
1st in Minnesota, and they were supposed to be trash this year. No one cares. The fact that they put an outside stadium in a cold weather place is the dumbest thing
I know.
ever for
You think
baseball.
you think they would have that?
Football plays inside, baseball plays outside.
Yeah,
I don't
Whichever is the
understand.
game's on for hockey. NBC.
retractable
It
roof
should
or
be
whatever.
Sports Network, I would think.
I think you totally got to go with Hangover 3.
No.
No. Hangover 1.
Hangover 1 is a classic.
Yes.
Well, it should be on here or NBC, so we'll see.
But yeah,
Anything else for baseball?
nope. I got nothing.
Not right now.
All right. So Justin on the Twitter with the NFL draft being done, which is into our next kind of topic, who is going to be this year's Rocket Ishmael and become the best player on their team?
Seriously, his question?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
Go ahead. You're decked out in Notre Dame gear, so
Is it
of
Kyler
course, I
Murray?
always-
Is
cream
it
yourself
Tillery?
over it. It'd probably be Tillery.
No.
Dude, and you got to think best player on their team
Best player on their team.
is what he's asking. Dude,
Not in this draft.
I think honestly, I'm for real here. Devin White from LSU went to Tampa Bay.
Devin White
has an opportunity to be the best player on that team.
Yes, yes, he is.
What about Josh Allen and the Jaguars? It's another
That's
one.
a good one.
No, they already got enough defensive talent there. But it was a good pick by
It
them.
was a great pick. Fell right to him.
They got Campbell.
Well, what about Ed Oliver for the Bills? They don't have anybody out there.
Did you like also how Josh Allen went
Yeah,
seventh, right? And
2
then
years
Josh
in a row.
Allen last year went seventh to the
Yeah.
Bills, the quarterback. I thought that was hilarious.
How about Devin Bush for the Steelers?
He could though. I mean, to be honest with you, on the defensive side of the ball, I think that was a really good pick.
No, that was a great pick. Let's make fun of the Packers pick though,
Oh God, Cody was so mad. It was so funny.
because he's the one that's hurt, right? Gary's hurt. Yeah,
And he's not good. He was
He's not.
He's not been good. Dude, he was
He's
the number
overrated.
one recruited player in college, 4 years ago?
He's overrated.
And the dude hasn't done
And he
anything.
has 10 career sacks.
Yeah, and he has a labrum problem in his shoulder. I mean,
Speaking of which, I just saw Christian Wilkins. Did you guys see that picture of your boy McCaffrey?
yeah.
Dude.
Fucking jacked.
Monster. Absolute
Have you
monster.
seen it?
How do you go from Christian Wilkins to McCaffrey?
I actually don't know. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Christian.
Well, yeah, I know, but you said Wilkins.
You said
and then you
Wilkins.
said
And then I said,
McCaffrey.
speaking of Christian, McCaffrey. That's what I'm saying. Christian, the first name I thought of
We
McCaffrey.
were talking about.
Anyways, yes,
Yeah,
he is.
yeah,
He's
sorry.
jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been in the gym.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My brain goes all over the place. So
I don't know if he's left the gym. To be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
no, he hasn't.
Probably not.
He hasn't. He's probably, he's probably
what
sitting
about
right
what
now.
about Josh Jacobs? Later pick to the Raiders.
I think it's going to be fine, especially now that Coyle tore his Achilles. He's
Yeah,
going to
done
be.
for the year.
Yeah, I think it's
They
good.
re-signed Doug Martin today.
They did,
but
yeah.
that don't matter. Josh Jacobs,
No,
he'll be a
front.
so-
he'll be a
the one.
sneaky fantasy
overall,
pick.
overall,
he'll be the one.
what team do you think had the best draft?
What team had the bed? The Redskins.
I think so too.
Undoubtedly,
They
the
got-
Redskins, and I hate that. That hurts me to say it. That
They
hurts me to say
They got
it. but
Dwayne.
They got Dwayne.
They got
at his-
Sweat.
McLaurin.
They should have.
What's that?
Terry
McLaurin.
McLaurin.
They should have had to trade up to get Dwayne, and he dropped right to
They got
Dude,
fifth.
right
so
to
lucky.
left.
The only thing with Sweat though is that he might have that medical condition.
No, he doesn't. They
So-
said he didn't. They said
They
he
said he
And,
didn't?
No,
and
they did.
you saw who the running back they drafted is, right?
See, it slips my mind, but they have Geis. So unless Geis might not be healthy,
Dude, it doesn't matter. Bryce
and they got
Love
AP.
Yeah,
was
dude.
a great pick to go. Think about this. They got Haskins, one of his receivers that he enjoys throwing to, McLaurin. They've got Sweat, and they got Bryce Love. I hate it as a
that'll be
Cowboys
a
fan.
good guy. Yeah,
I
that'll-
hate it as a Cowboys fan.
It's scary. I don't like it. That was Dan Snyder's best draft ever. There's no doubt in my mind.
And he actually took over the draft.
Got him.
Oh,
Did he stop that? That's got to be in the net.
Nope.
Wow.
That was
shit.
shocking. That was a nice.
Good one.
That was a nice save.
What about
What about the Giants' awesome
We're gonna
draft?
talk about
now?
this
Hold
now,
on.
or-
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, let's shit on the Giants. I'm ready for it. So here's my problem. All right.
He lost it.
You guys saw, I'm sure, when Dwayne Haskins is listening to the Giants pick, and they pick.
Oh, with a skate save. I'm sorry, Gary. That was
No, you're
was
good.
Nice.
That is a nice save. They get. They picked what? Daniel Jones of Duke.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
right.
guy that lost 58-7 to Wake.
Yep. So,
Wake fucking Forest.
So they get Daniel Jones, who looks like he could play Eli Manning in a movie or a documentary about Eli Manning, and he's friends with the Mannings. So they take him. You know, Haskins shrugs it off, and then of course when he gets picked, what did he say? The league done messed up.
The league done messed
So,
up. I'm going to make
Giant-
everyone regret who passed me. I was like, oh, thank
So-
God Dallas didn't pass him. Whew.
So hold on, right? So hold on. So the Giants fans are shitting all over, saying he's a baby, he's a whiner, he's this, he's that. Here's my problem. What the fuck? You have Eli Manning, who is the biggest fucking crybaby when it comes to a draft. I don't want to go to San Diego.
Yeah.
I want to go to New York. And then, do you hear them saying shit about that? Nope.
No. This is a thing. One, honestly, they saved their first round by getting DeAndre Baker, who should have been top 15.
Right.
Is trading back up to get him. That was about it. Because I can't. Who was there?
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, they took him too early. It made no sense.
Right.
There was 3 other better defensive linemen still on that board, and they took Lawrence. And don't get me wrong, Lawrence is a good player.
Right.
But they could have traded up at 30 and got Lawrence, and then traded up. I mean, really, it didn't matter because they got who they wanted. But Daniel Jones, really, they could have stayed at 17 and got Daniel Jones.
Well, and Gettleman says that's the thing. Gettleman says that he knows for a fact there was 2 teams that was going to draft.
Oh yeah, Washington and Denver.
Yeah, Jones
Miami.
and Denver
before
didn't take.
their 17.
Hey,
Denver
look,
traded out.
I am happy. Arizona, I think they fucked up with Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Hey, Miami, I think is the fucking winner on that one. Would you agree?
Yeah, Rosen.
They got 2
absolutely.
first-round picks. Essentially, they got 2 first-round
Yeah,
picks.
that's true. I mean, Rosen, right? They did. I
Yeah.
mean, they did.
So-
And they got him for what, a second? They traded a second, right, to get Rosen?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. You know.
Yeah, but it
we'll
doesn't
see.
matter. They have a young quarterback who they don't have to draft. Which I mean, if you look at next year's draft, there's going to be a lot of good quarterbacks there. But
There is.
you have now a quarterback, and you can have Fitzpatrick play for 2 years. And
Hold on. With the first pick of the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Tua Tagovailoa,
Yeah.
Alabama.
I thought that was funny because it's true.
Well, did you see the thing that Jalen Hurts put out? It showed, because now he's at Oklahoma, it had Baker Mayfield, number 1, blah, 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 transfers from here, first year start, only year starter, Heisman. Same thing with Kyler Murray. So he just puts a picture of him transferring. He's like, like he could. You never know. I don't think he does win the Heisman because there's too many good players there. But you never know. He's in a different offense. He's a one, and he's a fun player to watch. And there's Big 12 that is all stats.
For Oklahoma to go back to back to back, that'd be insane.
But he wouldn't go number 1 quarterback.
No.
Jalen, no way. But I never thought Kyler Murray would go number 1 overall either.
Well,
all
neither did I.
5'8" of him.
Neither did I.
I think Kingsbury just lost his job. I do.
Well, he's ride or die with Kingsbury. We know that.
Well, and this is kind of
And
what
Kingsbury recruited him.
This is what I get out of this whole Kingsbury thing is that Kingsbury, I don't think, is a head coach. I think he'd be a good coordinator. I think he'd be a fine offensive coordinator in the NFL. He could be, but
He could
the
be a
fact
good
that you
scout.
the fact that you went from 5-7 with Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech to now coaching the Arizona Cardinals, head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, I just don't understand that. I really don't.
Bear, I agree with you too because he took the job at USC before he interviewed for the NFL, and I didn't like it at all because I think he would be a great offensive coordinator. So of course, me being a Notre Dame fan, I didn't like it, but when he left, I was like, whew, thank the Lord, because I mean, he's a great offensive mind, and I talked about this last week. Is the NFL right now is transitioning to that young, great offensive minded. Now he's a great offensive mind. He is. That's why I said he'd be an offensive coordinator. But, the NFL is transitioning to a passing league. It's been like that for the past 10 years. And they want that hot, offensive-minded coach.
I get that.
I'm going to cut you off real quick. Why are you always so far? If you ever listen to the show, you're so far off the mic.
Because my mic keeps on moving. Because you guys keep on moving and doing something.
We don't do anything. You just have to check and make sure where your mic is.
No,
How come?
I don't move my mic.
Look where Bears is.
Oh,
Look where Jake's is.
He just came right out of the box and scored. That
Did
was
he?
insane.
We're gonna have to. Those jerseys are pretty slick.
Look at that. I don't move my mic, so I don't know who's moving my mic. I can't keep,
It might move, dude. It's okay. Nobody's touching
surveillance on it.
Surveillance on his mic.
What was I saying? No, I told you last week. The NFL is transitioning to that hot offensive-minded, type of coach.
Right.
And that's why
I
they
think
jumped the gun. They got Kingsbury.
Well,
that's awesome.
Oh, that was awesome. Those jerseys are pretty slick too. I think he's better served as a scout. I don't even know if he'd be a good coordinator because look at the guys he's recruited.
I think he'd be a good coordinator.
He'd be. I don't know, man.
But the thing with Kyler,
he probably called the plays
at
at T-Tech.
They're saying that he recruited him, but he didn't even get him because Kyler went to freaking TCU and then transferred to Oklahoma.
I thought he went to T-Tech.
No, he went to TCU.
Did he?
Yeah.
No shit.
So everybody's making this connection. Yeah, he recruited. He was in the recruiting process, but he didn't get him.
Who went to Tech? Baker. Baker went to Tech.
Baker went to Tech. And
That's
then,
right. And then I want to make a. What the hell is that? Is that Justin?
Right.
I thought that was Justin. Ohio man loses 34 pounds in 1 month by only drinking beer.
Sounds like an Ohio thing.
Real quick, I want to. We'll hop back to the draft, but I wanted to mention this because I didn't get to in NASCAR. So, the difference on the restrictor plate and and tapered spacer. So a restrictor plate is just a thin metal plate with a hole in it. Causes turbulence in the air when it slams into the plate, as well as restricting how much goes through. A tapered spacer is like a 1-inch thick spacer where the holes are conical in shape. So while restricting the airflow, it doesn't cause the turbulence, which allows more air to be forced through the smaller opening. So hence why their mile per hour is much faster.
I kind of had it right.
So with the draft, I don't know, Barry, you said you got about 4 right based on teams.
Yeah,
right?
I got 4 actual picks right, and I got 5 picks. But
Didn't you get 3 of the first 4?
I got 4 of the first 5.
Oh shit! And that's the only 4 you had?
Yeah, and then my
you had Jacobs.
My 5th was Jacobs, but it was the wrong pick. Right team, wrong pick.
So,
but yeah,
because we said based on team, so you got 5 of them.
Yeah, and then pretty much the Raiders taking Josh Allen screwed me. If they would have taken him, I think I probably would have gotten about 10 right because everything just would have fell right into place.
Maybe the Jaguars taking Josh Allen.
Well,
no, I said the Raiders should have taken Josh Allen, and because I had the Raiders taking Josh Allen, and that's because I got the first 3, and then the Raiders screwed me there, and I got the next one, and then after that, it was just all downhill.
So I didn't. The first one I got was the 3rd with Williams to the Jets, because as you know, I took Bosa to the Cardinals.
Were the Giants 6th?
Yes.
Yeah, and I had them taking Haskins.
I had them taking Kyler. So I had the 3rd, 8th, and 9th. So I had Hawkinson to the Lions, Ed Oliver to the Bills. I had the Vikings.
Which was a dumb pick, by the way. The Lions are so stupid.
I had the Vikings getting Bradbury. Ravens getting
mini Gronk.
Ravens getting Marquise Brown. Jacobs going to the Raiders. And Adderley went to the Chargers. Not in the first round like I had here, but in the second round. So they stole him. You know, and then how did you feel? Because I know I'm going to ask you, Parrot. You are a Bengals fan. How did you feel about them skipping Haskins?
You want to know my thoughts about it? I was pissed. I was sitting at Beer Barrel right before Avengers on Thursday, whatever it was.
Yep.
And I was sitting there drinking a beer, watching the draft, and I'm sitting there holding my breath, like, Giants didn't pick Haskins, all right.
But I think Bear and I and maybe Nate are the only Cowboys fans that actually sat back in drafts like, okay, we took linemen, we need them for 3 years. And it worked out for us. You guys took Jonah Williams.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about that
pick.
Good
for Bama. It's a good pick, but
they ended up taking a quarterback too in the later rounds.
Bear, if you were the Bengals, like aside from being biased to Dwayne,
I wouldn't have taken Dwayne there. I have no problem with Andy Dalton. I have no problem with Andy.
Do you think it was
if
a good
Andy
pick?
Dalton has a line around him, Andy Dalton's fine. Andy Dalton's taken to the Bengals to the playoffs. I have no issue with Andy Dalton at all. I have an issue with their line, and I have an issue with their shitty defense.
So was Jonah a good pick?
I think Jonah was a great pick. He was the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Well, I'm excited, too, with this year. I'm excited to see what changes with the new head coach coming in, with Marvin Lewis finally gone, to see if anything changes.
You have a great running back. You have, as long as A.J. Green stays healthy, a top 5 wide receiver, and your quarterback is top 15 in the NFL.
Too bad Tyler
but they don't
Eifert can't stay healthy.
They don't have a line around. They don't need a tight end when you got those two. You don't have the line around.
Boyd,
and actually, Tyler Kroft isn't that bad of a replacement for Eifert.
Nope.
And like you said, their defense is just shit.
Now, all right, let's skip over from this. Let's see if we all agree here. Who was the steal of the draft?
I would say 7th round, Mike Weber to Dallas.
Yep.
Well, I like
I'm
that
just
too.
kidding.
But I do like that there. But no, for real, Cleveland Browns, Greedy Williams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Insane.
It's absolutely
How
ridiculous.
the fuck did he fall to them?
Hey man, the rich get richer, right? The Browns are like the new Patriots in drafting. They've been drafting fantastically, and then you get teams like the Giants who are the new Browns in drafting.
I loved it. Did you see? How do you feel? Or I don't know if you saw the video of DK Metcalf when he first went in and met with the Seahawks when he had his shirt off.
Pete Carroll taking his old man flabby boobs out.
That shit was funny though.
It was funny, but no thanks.
How do you think that's going to be good? DK to Seattle.
Yeah. That was ridiculous, too. I remember when Cody texted me that. I was at the bar, and he's like, DK's finally off the board, and I didn't. That TV wasn't around, so I couldn't really tell. I said, oh, who did he go to? He goes, Seattle. I was like, fuck. Are you kidding me? Like, really? Out of everybody, Seattle?
Baldwin's probably done. Hey, what were you the one that told me, Jake, about the...
Stephen A. and
Yeah.
DK
Tell us about that.
Oh, great. So, I'm not the great storyteller here. So, DK Metcalf was on a Stephen A. show, and Stephen A. was saying, well, what makes you different from all these other greats like Beckham and Calvin Johnson and, all these receivers? He's like, he just straight up looks him dead in the eyes. He's like, they're not 6'5" and 230 pounds of pure muscle, and they don't have a 43-inch vertical.
What do you think Calvin Johnson was?
That's what he said to him. 40. He does have a monster ass vertical, and he is a monster though.
Oh, what a snipe!
That's all Calvin Johnson was. A straight monster.
Islanders just tied the Hurricanes with just a dirty snipe glove side too. Watch this. That was a sick wrister. Top shelf.
Slick ref.
That was yummy.
Was it Gummy Bear?
Oh, gummy bear? Yeah. You're so far. You're like Brandon. You're so far away from the mic.
I'm gonna get you
There
like a
you go.
5-pound gummy bear.
Oh, no, you need that for Brandon.
Oh.
Look at this. Good pass. Wrister. Snipe.
Back in the net.
Too easy. That dude wasn't even close. And yeah, so, I mean, steal of the draft, you're right, Greedy Williams. Now I'm going to be greedy, no pun intended, and go over to the Cowboys draft, which I thought was great for not having a first-round pick. Oh, wait, they did. It was Amari Cooper.
Yep.
Got him at 27th overall in the first round. Pretty good pick there. That Tristan Hill out of UCF, dude, I'm excited.
No, same.
Watch that dude go. If they put probably about 25 to 30 more pounds on this dude, he's going to be solid. He's a little bit light, but he's fast as hell, and he's got great hands. And that's why he dropped all the way to the second, because he's 205 pounds
And-
as a D lineman.
and
So
that's-
they got to put weight on him.
Yeah, and that's fine because Dallas lost Randy Gregory and David Irving.
Yup.
So good
And
pick.
probably,
We got Lawrence for a long time.
I thought
5
someone
years.
else was out there that potentially had drug issues or something, or was it just those two?
I think it was those two.
Okay. And also, the third round, they got the big kid from Penn State, Connor McGovern. Any Big Ten lineman, I like.
Solid.
I
Yep.
like Big Ten linemen
Agreed.
because you know all they do is run for the most part. And they had a running quarterback. So I thought that was solid. Then you get Tony Pollard out of Memphis. I know he's a running back, but he's like a running back wide receiver.
Yeah, so he's
can
going to
do
be
both.
your
He's going to be
you
your
think he's
Tavon
gonna-
Austin,
exactly.
something like that.
You think he's going to go over on the depth chart above Tavon?
We'll have to see. I mean, you get through, you get through training camp and everything and find out. I think they signed Tavon to another year, so we'll see. But he is injury prone, and Tony Pollard is bigger. Tony Pollard 210 pounds. Tavon's like 110.
Right.
And then we got a dead singer, Michael Jackson, out of Miami, defensive back.
Joe Jackson. Yeah.
No, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson Sr., defensive back out of Miami. And then the next pick was Joe Jackson, also out of Miami.
His dad, Michael Jackson's dad, Joe Jackson.
Donovan Wilson, safety out of Texas A&M. Don't know much about him, but I'm happy that they went defense strong. I love it. Ended up getting Mike Weber because Zeke wanted him. I don't know if you heard that, but Zeke pushed for Mikey Weber to get in there. So
Were they there? Yeah, they were there at the same time.
Weber was a freshman
He
when
can
Zeke.
finally take a break and catch his breath.
Well, they had Rod Smith there too, though. So he had another Ohio State guy. So they're just backing him up with another Ohio State running back. That's all they're doing. And then Jalen Jelks. I didn't even see this pick. Defensive end.
Jelks? Yeah.
Defensive end out of Oregon. I'll have to look and see. But I think that they had a solid draft. They did exactly if I were to pick, or if I were to take a draft, a lot of good defensive players. You got an offensive lineman to replace. I can't think of his name. That fat cow that just left too. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Did you see who they were signing as a free agent?
Larry Allen Jr. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yep, pretty neat.
Imagine if that worked out as an unsigned free agent,
Oh,
undrafted free
shit.
agent.
Oh my God.
That'd be good.
So
okay.
about here, Jelks, since you asked about him, in his position, defensive end, he was ranked 13th overall, and he dropped to the 7th round. He had a grade of 69.
Ah, nice.
Yes. So
I definitely would have picked him.
versatile defensive lineman with excellent length, but only average top-end speed for an edge rushing prospect. He's stout for a player with his frame. Jelk shoots his hands inside and locks out. His pursuit angles are inconsistent, but he chases with great effort and plays faster than his timed speed. He's a relentless as a pass rusher. So put him on that defense with the coaching staff. I think he's going to be fine.
That's pretty much what I get here. He has no elite burst, but they said he's not a run defender. He's a pass rusher, so he'll be in on third downs pretty much. So that'll be fine. That's what you need. You need someone to come in and run. You know what? If you have to do that for 3 times a series and you give someone else a break, that's great.
Any of these guys they drafted you think don't make it?
I'm sure there will be, but we'll see. There's always people in the draft who don't make it, but also with Tavon and everyone too. If Pollard's better than them, they're going to keep Pollard. They're not going to keep an old man Tavon who has injury. They're going to keep these kids. So I think that at least the top 3 are guaranteed to make the team. Hill, McGovern, and Pollard. No doubt. I mean, Pollard or McGovern, I think he's an in no matter what. They need an offensive lineman. So I think he stays regardless, unless he's like really bad.
Right.
He's a guard, right?
Yeah.
He'll go on the other end then of Zach Martin. So.
Yep.
So, all
Best
right.
thing to come out of Notre Dame ever.
Well, Jalen Smith too,
Yeah, Zach Martin better than Jalen Smith.
and Brady Quinn.
Oh, God.
By the way, just to change the subject, because you guys
You're
just
still
talked
off the
about the Cowboys a little bit. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You're
You
talking
talk-
like this.
you
Dude,
talk-
you're
you
talking
talk
like
this way, and that's
Brandon,
not-
when you're talking like this, we
the
can't
mic-
hear you.
yeah,
First
you
of all,
talk
I'm not talking like that.
Yes, you
Yes,
were.
yes,
You're looking
you
at your
were.
phone.
No, you
Yes,
weren't.
were.
I'm telling you.
Talking like this.
That's
Okay.
2-1.
I'm not talking like that.
You just were.
No, I'm not.
You were like this,
Okay.
looking at my phone, trying to see this. I'm not off the
no.
mic.
I just came across.
See, you're almost doing it again.
No, I'm not.
You were close. And then you scream with your mouth in the mic.
Gosh.
That's better.
Stone Cold is talking about the Cleveland Browns because the Cleveland Browns.
We need to
had
put
him on his
we need to
radio
put
show.
like a cell phone
Totally.
holder right on his mic right.
Totally gonna watch this later.
I'm gonna find one of those and buy it for
I'm
him.
totally gonna watch this later.
What's that?
Just Stone Cold talking about the Cleveland Browns and what to expect this year.
Okay, well, tag me in it.
What?
I will right now.
What?
I don't want it right
Why
now.
don't you
I'm
just?
going to tag you right now
No, I don't want it right now.
in the Facebook, dude.
The hell was that?
Is that a burp or a
Trying
fart?
to hold a burp in.
Good lord! I thought you were shitting your pants over
That's
there.
what I thought too. I was like, goodness. It's like good for you. You might want to go get that checked out. The bathroom.
Like good for you, man. That deserves a standing ovation for the parrot.
That was the biggest parrot fart I've ever heard. in my life.
A standing parrot wing clap.
Was that a parrot fart or a parrot queef?
Definitely queef.
Definite queef.
What are you looking up?
I gotta get the Queen Man in here.
Okay,
There you go.
I'm done. Skip to the next. Brandon, I don't even know. He looks like a 70-year-old man working a cell phone for the first time. He's poking.
That's all I got. Well, because I can't go like this because I'm apparently talking off the
No,
mic.
that's better because
But-
you're not like, hey, did you guys see?
First of all, I
changed?
don't have my face like this. I'm not talking like this.
Yes, you did.
That's exactly how you sound.
Okay,
I want
if
you to
you're
go
gonna-
back.
if you're gonna-
Go back and listen to the episode.
No. If you're gonna impersonate me, if you're
Who
gonna
is that,
impersonate me,
Nick?
you gotta do it right. What?
He's going 69 in his truck and had to snap me and say LOL.
Nick. Will you
Um,
please get a jersey that says Bear 69? Well, your shirt that
you know,
we
when
have
I was
made
at
for
when
the
I was at
show.
the when I was at the Blue and Gold game,
Are you going to get 69 on your podcast shirt, though? Of course you are. Okay.
No, that's a given.
Or do you want to be
That's different.
6.9?
I wouldn't. No, 69 for sure. No, I wouldn't get a jersey with 69 and put my name on it like those people do.
Yeah.
But, dude, I really do hope the Cavs take RJ Barrett, though, so I can fucking
Get a Barrett
that jersey,
jersey?
too.
I hope he's number
Because I
69.
have the Buckeyes one, so.
He'll be 6 or 9. That's going to be his number, I feel like.
Wasn't he at 6 at Duke?
might
Or was
have
he
been.
9 at Duke? No, he's 9 at Duke, I think.
I'd have to think about it.
I don't know.
Well, did you hear that Parrot over here, when he gets his shirt, he said, I'm taking 96 because I know Bear wants 69.
Yeah, but think about it. If you just do a handstand, then you'll be 69.
You know,
Yeah, and it's my birth year, so it works out.
why don't you just put 6'9"?
Well, welcome. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Oh, look.
it's not me.
Look, just like Brandon, Stone Cold wasn't speaking into the mic there.
Here, play that. I want to hear it on the show.
No, let's do it later.
Damn it. Did you tag me in it, too?
Yes.
Thank you. Stat Parrot?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So, let's go into the Kentucky Derby. First news, the scratch of the day.
Sad.
My balls.
It is sad. Omaha Beach, 4-1.
Oh.
Out.
Oot.
Oot. So what we're going to do on the show here, if you have your notes, Brandon, do you have your Kentucky Derby notes?
No, but I got my pick. That's all that matters.
All right, well, because I want to do a few things here. We're going to do a winner, who you think's going to win, and if you've ever bet on horses, which you probably haven't, we're going to do
all
we're
that,
going to do an exacta bet and a trifecta bet.
I don't know what that means.
Exacta means if they finish first or second, they have to finish first and second. Doesn't matter which way.
How can a force finish first and second?
God.
I like this. This is good.
So let's say Bear and me are in a race, and with Jake, and you take Bear and I in the exacta bet.
You win.
Meaning Bear can win or I can win as long as the other one finishes second. You win.
Oh, okay.
And then in a trifecta, if us four are racing and you took the three of us in a trifecta bet, which is probably a good idea, and we all finish 1 through 3, doesn't matter who finishes first, second, or third, you win. Just like that.
That's awesome.
Okay, so give me your winner.
Come on,
Am I going
Brandon.
first?
You nerd.
Okay, I
You
got
have to win.
all I do is win, no matter what.
So win.
Yes.
All right.
I'm taking game winner.
That is also my pick.
Bob Baffert is going to have another Kentucky Derby winner.
I agree.
I'm debating on Gray Magician or Tacitus. I think I'm going to go with Tacitus.
Gray Magician's at 50 to 1 odds.
Yeah, take the underdog, bro.
Yeah, you'll fucking lose.
I'm going with Tacitus at 8 to 1.
Watch him win.
All right.
Right, I'll watch him win too.
So
Yeah, he's 8 to 1.
give me your exacta pick. Who's going to pair up with win?
Game winner.
Okay. Bear Cub,
Hold on a second. I'm doing some search, bro.
Jacob Wing,
Let's go with Roadster.
Roadster, and I'm going to take Improbable.
Dude, that's my... damn it.
You can take it. We're the ones that bet here.
I know I'm going to, but I'm just saying, like, I wanted to do something different. But yeah, Improbable was going to be my second one. I'm just trying to figure out my
All right.
last pick here.
Brandon, your trifecta pick. Not Sanford and Son.
Dummy.
Give me
Big dummy.
big
Elizabeth.
Give me big country house.
Is that his name?
Country house.
Country House.
He's a 30 to 1.
Hey, Bear, would you ever go to Columbus, Scioto Downs with us and bet on the ponies?
I mean, probably.
Cool.
I
That's
don't
all I
know.
need to know. We were
Just
talking
pick up
about
shit.
going this Saturday because I know we talked about going out Saturday, but they're not racing live yet until the 8th. So I'm like, well, shit, we're out of luck there. So might just be downtown. We'll see what's going on. Have you heard anything yet from the other guy
No.
about Saturday? Not yet. All right.
No.
Stat Parrot.
It's worthless.
What do you got? Trifecta.
Oh shit. Forgive me. Let's go. Let's go maximum security.
Okay. Was that a parrot fart?
Okay, well, so the stat I was looking up, which is why I wanted to pick Improbable, and I was pretty sure that this was the stat, but I wanted to make sure for a fact. The 5th spot, the post position, is where most horse winners have came from, and that's why I wanted the person in that spot. No one has ever won from the 17th spot or 21st and on, which this year I think there's only 20 horses because Omaha Beach was scratched. So 21st and on will still never win. So this year, Long Range Toddy is sitting in post 17. So that's a horse that has never won. I don't know what look up Long Range Toddy. Give me the odds on that.
Long Range Toddy, 30 to 1.
That's not bad. Let's see. Did you pick yours, Gary, or no?
Not yet.
Okay, so I have Game Winner and Improbable. I'm going to go away from Baffert on this one, and I'm going to go with... Code of Honor. And I say that because it's a cool-looking horse. Post 13. Game of Honor will be my trifecta.
I'm going to go with where is Tax running? Just because it's money. Where is Tax? What post?
Tax? I
Yeah.
don't even see Tax. Oh, second. That's why I was all the way to the right. So yeah, it is in the second post. Tax.
You know what? I'm looking at Tax, and where is War of Will?
1. They're right next to each other. You should take Gray Magician because that's just your name with some jumbled letters. So you could make it Gary Magician.
True.
Yeah, but Tax is IRS. Give me War of Will.
All right. Out of the first post. All right. So run those down.
All right, so
Dub.
Winners, Dub. And I've got this all written down. He's got win, matching within his exacta bet, game winner, and for his trifecta, country house. Jake, with tachitis for the win. Roadster for exacta and maximum security for the trifecta. Bear, game winner, and Improbable. You and I match in the winner and trifecta, or exacta, excuse me. Trifecta. Bears taking Code of Honor. I am taking War of Will.
I like it.
This should be fun.
Post time 6:50 p.m. on Saturday.
Is that later than normal?
Yeah, I feel it's normally like 6:20.
Yeah.
6:50 p.m. is post time, so the race will be done by 6:53.
Yes. All right. On to our final thoughts.
Hold on, wait a second.
Yep. Go ahead.
I had a comment to get in there.
Go ahead.
Is that a better 3 minutes than any other 3 minutes you've had? More exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same. Agreed.
I try to go for 6.9 minutes.
On horse racing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a long race.
Did I ever tell you when I went down to when I went and bet? So their carriage, they're in the harness racing. It's harness racing down at Scioto Downs. We could also go to Miami Valley Gaming, which is fun too, because you can bet on the live race, of course, and then you can bet on the satellite races too, like in Yonkers and Brooklyn, wherever you want. So I go down there, and I'm going down there for a work trip. So I run in, and the last race they run is at like 10. And I get in at 9:55, and I'm like, and I just run. I just see the numbers of the horses. I don't look at the names. I just look at the numbers, see the odds. I'm like, give me number 5 to win, and I put 25 on the horse, right? And I come back out there, open up my ticket as they're getting ready to race, Muff Master. I'm like, yes, this is a horse. He comes out, takes the lead. They run 2 laps, takes the lead, leads the first lap, comes around, leads the whole second lap. Last turn, gets past, finishes second. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So, cost me. He was running at, I think...
I'm that horse's owner, right?
Of course you are. He was running at 5-2 odds, so I would have had some money there I was hoping for, but, unfortunately, things don't work that way. So, either way, I was happy. So you'll have to come down with us. Brandon, you can bet like $1 on a horse. It'd be fun. And all they have is slot machines there. You can't play table games. There's no table games. I think if we go to Miami Valley Gaming, though, which is near Dayton, I think they do have table games. We'll have to figure that out. Did that just happen?
No, this is intermission.
Oh, this is intermission. Yeah. Okay. All right. So next, Stat Parrot sent this to me earlier. Former Arizona assistant basketball Book Richardson says head coach Sean Miller paid DeAndre Ayton $10,000 a month to play for Arizona. True or false? You believe it?
I mean, after Sean Miller just cried 3 or 4 months ago, or 6 months ago, whenever the season started, saying he did nothing wrong and all that, and they proved he did nothing wrong, and now they're saying again that he paid him $10,000. I am gonna probably say they paid him $10,000.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because he is he in the draft?
Ooh, no, he plays for the Suns.
He was number one. He was number one.
Yeah, he was number
last
one
year.
last year. Okay, should be interesting. Stupid kids. The next, there's a few things I wanted to show you guys, and then I want to go over this last thing towards the end. It's about Ohio State, Brandon's favorite. So there's a few things I do want to show you guys. I just got to pull them up on my phone. So never forget, I don't know if you saw this. This is James Harden without a beard.
Oh my God.
Thanks.
Yep.
Creepy.
All right.
Let's see why he never shaved.
So we got a 3-on-3 pick'em. Okay, you have a non-human, one movie baller, one TV baller, and then you have a coach. So here we go. One non-human: Air Bud, Lola Bunny, Bugs Bunny, Teen Wolf.
Bugs Bunny.
Air Bud.
Lola.
I'm going Lola too. I like that pick. All right, one movie baller: Jesus Shuttlesworth,
Ran.
Jackie Moon,
Yup.
Billy Hoyle, Calvin Cambridge.
Jackie Moon. All the way.
Jackie Boo.
Just love me sexy. Really? You're not gonna go with White Man Can't Jump, Billy Hoyle?
No, he sucked. I'm going with Jesus. I'm trying to win. I'm going with Jesus Shuttleworth. He's the best player out of all of them.
Yeah, I agree. Jesus. All right, one TV baller: Kevin Malone, Will Smith, Uncle Jesse, or Steve Urkel.
Uncle Jesse.
Why can't I pick Jim Halpert?
Uncle Jesse?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Give me Will Smith.
Why can't
Bel
I
Air
pick Jim
Academy.
Halpert?
You can't.
Give me Urkel, man.
You can't put Kevin Malone on there, not Jim Halpert.
Right. And the coach.
I'm taking Stanley Hudson.
And the coach: Pete Bell, Norman Dale, Ken Carter, Ron Swanson.
Swanson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking Ken Carter. Fuck Swanson. All right. Next,
you.
we talked about Jalen Hurts already. Did you guys see this? Sir, you've been in a coma since 2018. And he's a Chiefs fan. Patient. Oh, boy, I can't wait to go watch my favorite players, Tyreek Hill and Kareem Hunt.
We didn't even talk about that Tyreek Hill stuff. I forgot about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd make it short and sweet. He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done. I need that.
I'll show it to you, Brandon. If you've seen Rocky, I know you've seen it.
That's good right there. No.
So it's
First of all, before you could go, what is that all about?
He's in a meat locker.
It's
No, what is
memes.
that? What
Dude,
is that
it's
all
just-
about?
I
I
don't
do this.
know.
I don't know.
It's just a meme, dude. It's like the new fad right now. It'll be gone in 2 months.
Like-
Calm down.
What is the one that had the hunchback? It said, going out, I don't know, might burn down at the cathedral. I don't know.
It was like the one with the dress, the color of the dress. Everyone freaks out about it, and no one cares about it.
You weren't here last week, were you?
No, I was getting my
So I
boat.
want your opinion on this. We talked about $1 billion being raised for a church. How do you feel about that?
There could be $1 billion being raised for so many better things.
Like
Environmental shit, like the ocean.
Then why is
You know what? I did read somewhere that with the money that they raised to build this church, they could take like 60% of the.
Why isn't it happening?
Because no one wants to spend $1 billion to clean up the ocean.
Why is shit
Well,
coming out?
then that's.
I don't know.
You got a new one? Is it broke or something?
Maybe you should just stop being dumb.
I agree.
You know, people complain about all these environmental or all these issues that $1 billion, and then why isn't it happening? Why is it? Why isn't
Don't
it
get me wrong. I am not the one to be saving the environment by driving a truck. So I'm not the one to say that. But I'm
No,
just
I
saying.
know,
I'm just saying that like
people are talking about kids in Africa and all that, which is terrible. I mean, all that stuff's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But then everybody's like, oh well, we got $1 billion for a church. Well, then why isn't anybody raising $1 billion to help children in Africa?
Don't even.
Well, it's 'cause
I'm not even
we
getting
are-
started on this.
Because our government already gives them a shitload of money. So first, here's the other thing. Another thing. First, the Kareem Hunt video, and now the Tyreek Hill audio clip. TMZ is a bigger rival to the Chiefs than anyone else in the AFC. Did you guys see this? Obama plus Thanos equals Obanos, The Rock.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, Jesus.
oh my gosh.
That's Bear. You can see. Looks like him. It's kind of creepy. How about this one? Seabiscuit or sausage and gravy biscuit?
There we go.
That would be Brandon's horse. Give me sausage and gravy biscuit, horse.
It's your other half.
Yes. All right, and we talked about the NFL is talking to Amazon and Disney about a potential with the Sunday ticket. What do you think? Think they should do it?
Yeah, because I want to get rid of my DirecTV.
Is that the only reason you have it?
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna get in the Disney app in November, so yeah, that'd be cool.
Other than that, I don't care. I just want this. Give me. I'll pay the same for the Sunday ticket. I just don't want to pay for my DirecTV anymore. I just want to get like 40 channels from Hulu and pay $40 a month and be done with it.
I've never paid for Sunday ticket, but I have it.
Do you want a cookie?
I mean, there's a trick I was going to tell you, but not now, you dick.
Well, don't say it on the air.
I wasn't going to say it on the air, but I was going to tell him, but now I'm not because he's a dick.
I'm a dick on the air, but I'm nice off.
We'll see.
This is a show. It's like wrestling. This is just fake.
This is kayfabe.
These aren't real people.
Kayfabe, bro.
These aren't real people doing real things.
So, imagine you have to go back and watch the Montreal Screwjob, and look at Vince Russo.
I have to watch them all.
Jim Cornette. I'm talking to Jake because when you look at this, watch Jim Cornette and Vince Russo. It is Brandon and Bear. Because I could just see Bear. I don't give a shit. I'm going to tell her or you. I don't care if I'm in a walker, a wheelchair,
I'm
whatever.
Jim Cornette.
When
Vince Russo's Bear.
Okay, so if you're Cornette,
God damn!
yeah, you're right.
Fuck you!
So if you're Cornette and he's
Bitch!
Vince Russo, I could see Brandon. I don't care what it takes, Lauren. If something happens, get me to the goddamn grave so I can piss all over his grave.
Would you piss on my grave?
No.
I wouldn't piss on
Okay,
yours.
kayfabe, would you piss on his grave?
I'm not gonna tell him to his face.
Notre Dame was here.
What?
Yeah, do you have that much pee to write? That's a lot to write with pee.
ND was here.
That's intense.
I have 4 letters in my name, and I can barely write it in the snow.
So here you go. The 2019 All Buckeye team. How a full NFL roster of former Ohio State players would stack up. So I'm going to run this by you. Tell me who's the starters.
Mr. Fuji.
Tell me who's the starters.
I got it.
Quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, Cardell Jones, JT Barrett.
Haskins.
Okay. Running back, Zeke. Carlos Hyde, Weber.
Zeke.
All right, wide receiver.
Thomas.
You get a couple. Thomas, Ginn, Curtis Samuel, Paris Campbell, Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, Johnny Dixon, Braxton Miller, Devin Smith.
I was saying Tony Mahomes not in there.
Because he's not playing.
Oh, current. Okay.
Michael Thomas. How many do I get? 2 or 3?
3. Take 3.
Michael Thomas,
Agreed.
Devin Smith, Paris Campbell. Because I have a guy who is a possession receiver, I have a deep threat down the field, and I have someone who can run crossing routes. Suck on that, bitch!
Tight end.
By the way, where'd Paris go? The Colts? Yeah, he's going to be a stud with Andrew Luck.
Oh, no shit. Tight end.
Thank you. I've been working out.
Howerman, Baugh, Vanette.
Vanette.
Howerman.
All right, offensive tackle, 2 of them. Taylor Decker, Jamarco Jones, Isaiah Prince.
Decker and Prince.
Decker and Jones, because Prince is trash.
Interior.
Did he even get drafted? Did someone draft Isaiah Prince? There's no way anyone drafted Isaiah Prince. I'm looking this up. I need to know.
Interior offensive linemen. Andrew Norwell, Corey Lindsley, Billy Price, Pat Eiflin, or is it Elfline? Michael Jordan.
Stupid Dolphins. What idiots.
Demetrius Knox or Malcolm Pridgeon.
Billy Price and Pat Eiflin.
Well, those are both centers. Yeah, Elfline was probably the best center Ohio State's ever had. Sorry, do you have something to say, Mr. Fuji?
Did Nick Mangold go there?
He wasn't a center. Nick Mangold played on the line. He was like right guard or something.
But then he
I could
played
have sworn
center
he was a center at Ohio
Was he?
State too.
for the Jets, yeah.
Was he a center for the Jets?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that. But I don't know. I
He
could be
was a
wrong.
center. Oh, you're right. You're right.
I don't remember that. I didn't think he was a center. At
But he's
Ohio
not
State.
playing anymore.
I'm gonna go back to looking at the pictures on the wall.
All right, defensive end. Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Sam Hubbard, Tyquan Lewis, John Simon.
Bosa's.
Yep.
Defensive tackle. Hayward, Hankins, Draymond Jones, Jalen Holmes, Michael Bennett.
Hayward.
Yep.
Bennett.
Okay.
Sorry.
Linebacker. Raekwon McMillan, Jerome Baker, Darren Lee, Chris Worley, Dante Booker.
Darren Lee, faux show.
So Shazier doesn't count.
He's not playing.
I mean, he's still technically
NFL.
on the team.
Give me Darren Lee and Raekwon was decent, but he is not that good. He was overrated, I think. There's too much hype. I don't like players with too much hype. Give me Darren Lee and Jerome Baker. I like Jerome. I think Jerome Baker went to the Dolphins too, didn't he?
Well, Baker and McMillan are with the Dolphins both.
I feel like did the Dolphins only draft Ohio State players?
Right. Cornerbacks. Marshawn Lattimore, Denzel Ward,
All of them.
Yep.
Conley,
I'd take anybody. Any of those corners.
Conley, Roby, Apple, Sheffield.
Oh, besides Apple. Any of the other ones. Roby was really good too.
Safety, Hooker, Jenkins, Bell, Ebner, Webb.
Hooker, faux show.
Good
And I like
Jenkins.
Von Bell, so Hooker and Bell.
All right. Nugent or Nurenberger?
Nugent.
Punter. You only have one choice. Cameron Johnston.
Cameron Johnson.
Cameron Johnson.
And then Jake McQuaid is your long
I
snapper.
thought you were going to say... Oh, never mind. I'm going to say my name.
Say my name, say my
You
name.
guys done with that?
Done with what?
Okay. I just found out the.
Notre Dame team. Brady Quinn or Joy Theismann?
You okay over there? Just spit all over yourself?
Who ate my cinnamon stick?
Dude, Gary ate that like 30 minutes ago.
Gary, you gonna talk about the AAF?
Oh, you can go ahead and into that. How their original investors got going up for 70 years in prison.
Charged with bank
really?
fraud
Who?
by the FBI and IRS.
What's his name?
I gotta click on it. Hold on. I just came across it.
The stat parrot
You know-
and I on the way to get pizza noticed that. We just laughed hysterically.
Hey, good
You
lord.
know Saturday was supposed to be the championship game, right?
Was it?
Yeah.
This Saturday?
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Yeah. Because someone posted on Twitter, goes, oh man, this AAF championship game's great. I was like, oh, too soon.
So Reggie Fowler was arrested Tuesday and charged by the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York.
You're speaking out of your mic
The
again.
FBI and the IRS shut up. Committed bank fraud with committing bank fraud and operating an unlicensed money transmitting business. Good lord!
AAF was just doomed to begin with. You know why
Oh my god!
XFL is going to dominate? Because it's Vince.
Like, Charlie and, like, what are you guys thinking?
Oh, they probably didn't do a background
Like,
check, dude. Just had
Bill,
money.
Charlie, come on, man.
All right, so this day in history, 1751.
Oh, good year. Good year.
1751.
My
the
favorite
New York, who was president?
year. King Henry VIII.
My man.
Thank you.
The New York Gazette carries the first public report of a cricket match played in America. Interesting.
Who won? The Crickets or the Squirrels?
Jiminy.
Ah.
1883, first National League game in Philadelphia since 1876. The Providence Grays beat the Philadelphia Quakers 4-3.
There we go.
And then the Quakers made a barn.
In 1891,
Quake it
legendary
on.
pitcher Cy Young wins first game played at Cleveland's League Park. Cleveland Spiders 12, Cincinnati Redlegs 3.
Some awesome names back then, man.
They should go back to the Cleveland Spiders.
Herm McFarland in
They might.
1901, Chicago White Sox outfielder, hits the first Grand Slam in AL history in a 19-9 win against Detroit. The Tigers committed, guess how many errors?
69.
No.
6 or 9.
No.
2.
9.
4.
12.
9. 69. 1.
You're close.
Tigers suck.
Plus 2.
The Tigers suck.
Cleveland Spiders over Detroit Tigers.
Are you sure? How about some birthdays on this date?
Whoa, you missed like 2 important things on this date.
Hold on, I got to go back to events.
I'm pretty sure in 1989, Ricky Henderson broke the stolen base record. And then in...
I was going to some... I got to go back. I'm going back.
No, there is no going back. You already went to birthdays. Now I got to
Because
get
there's
the
the
other
next
one
thing
out.
on there.
Nolan Ryan, 1991, 7th no-hitter.
1951, Mickey Mantle, first career home run.
How many did he end with? 536?
Something like that.
Look it up, because I think I'm pretty damn close. Brandon, look that up.
So Bob Feller, in 1955, tossed his 12th one-hitter. 12th.
He was,
Did he pitch for him?
he was an Indian.
That answers your question.
He wasn't a Spider.
I mean, I was
In-
asking the question because I already knew, but Barrett said it literally right after.
Houston Astros hurler Don Wilson blanks the Cincinnati Reds 4-0 for his second career no-hitter in this year.
Very nice.
In this year. What year? Give me the year.
It's 2019.
Sorry, say it again. I'm looking up.
What year did this happen? Don Wilson of the Astros beat the Reds for his second career no-hitter. Give me the year.
1983.
72.
76.
Bear.
69. Damn it! Should have known.
Also in 1969, Leonard Tost buys the Philadelphia Eagles for professional sports record $16 million.
Nice.
Good job, Barry. You got it right. 536.
Damn, I'm good.
Was he right?
I don't even remember what I did yesterday, but I know how many home runs Mickey Mantle's hit.
In
What a wild life I
In
live.
1989, Billie Jean King acknowledges a lesbian relationship with Marilyn Barnett, becoming first prominent sportswoman to come out.
I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson wrote a song about her.
In what year did you say Ricky Henderson steals for an all-time
I
record?
think I said 89, but I meant to say 91.
You are correct. How many bases?
939.
My man.
That was the record. Obviously, he stole more than that.
Right. He ended it with like
Also-
1,436 or something.
Also on this same day.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan. Good one.
And that
How many was that?
was his 7th.
Correct.
And I think that tied all time, but I don't know if that record has changed or not.
No, it's still 7.
And this is all May 1st. So in 92, the Dodgers postponed 3 MLB games due to the racial riots.
Yep, that was going on right. Yep.
And then a year later,
What year was that?
that was 92.
I was
So
born then.
Ricky
Rodney
Henderson had his 939th, and then a year later he stole 61 more bases to get on the same
1,000?
day.
Really?
His 1,000th. yeah.
Really? That's cool.
Broke the record, and then a year later gets his 1,000th.
So May 1st is a good day for Ricky Henderson. Kind of like July 1st is a good day for Bobby Bonilla, right?
Yep.
Isn't that when he gets paid?
Yep.
July
is that?
1st?
July 1st, yeah.
I think so. I think he only has about 4 years left on that contract, doesn't he?
I think it's
Right.
20.
Or is it 2020?
30, I think it's 2030. Like
So what?
2031.
What year was the first home?
Is that the best contract ever?
what? Right. What year was the first home run hit into McCovey Cove? Hey Jake, where's McCovey Cove?
I was just going to ask you
Oh,
that.
God.
Do you know where?
Yes, San Francisco.
I was just
You're speaking out of the mic again.
I don't even know when AT&T
It's
would
because you're
have
turning
been
your
there.
head and doing this and going all over.
Candlestick, I think they moved out of Well, it had to be like 03.
I want to say 1998.
Later.
I was about to say it had to be 2000.
Fine, the 99.
2000.
2000.
Earlier than 2003 is 2004. Idiot.
2000.
Who
Barry
did
Bonds.
it? Okay. And how many did he hit?
Into McCovey
3?
all time.
Yep.
Oh,
Or
all
that
time?
day.
I'm going to say 2000. Retired in 2007. I'm going to say 342.
No, not 342.
342.
I'm gonna
In
say
the Cove? Fuck.
53.
I'm gonna say
69.
108.
53. Reverse that number, my friend.
35.
Correct.
Really? They're only 35.
Only 35.
Dude, he had like 5 years to do it. What was he doing with his life?
Right.
Oh yeah, roids.
Guggenheim Partners make the largest ever purchase of a sports franchise after buying the Dodgers for how much in 2012?
2.4 million.
Million or
I'm sorry,
billion?
Billion.
$1 million. It's 1999. Like $1 million. Oh,
2012.
100. Oh, I'm talking about Austin
yeah.
Powers.
$100 billion.
Ah!
$1 million.
It has to be. No, because the Cowboys are worth a little bit. I think they're worth more than that, aren't
I
they?
have 4.3, I think. So it's got to be more. 5.2.
No, it wouldn't be worth. No, it's what they bought it for, not what they're
No.
worth.
2.4 million.
$1.2 billion. $1.2 billion.
Strike that. Reverse it.
2.1.
2.1
Okay, I was closer. I said 2.4.
pennies.
Okay, just stop right there, Gary. How does it look like that fits in the bottom of that? It doesn't take a chord like that.
All right, you guys can do this
Fuck
in
does
like
it change?
2 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like
All right. Going to birthdays. Slats Gill, Hall of Fame coach. 36 seasons at Oregon State. Born in 1966.
Never heard
Or
of him.
died in 1966, I'm sorry.
I wish my name was Slats.
That's why I picked him. How about this guy named Chuck? What's
Chuck
his
Noll.
Lori?
He's a pro and college football Hall of Fame center and linebacker.
Ben
Bednarik. Yep.
Blah, 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 blah.
Died 2015, but born 1925. Next, nobody of much interest here. Let's see if we get some. How about Julian Wiener,
Nice.
cricket opening batsman, 1955. Charlie O'Brien,
Never heard of him.
MLB catcher, pioneered hockey-style catcher's mask.
Interesting.
Right. Gary Clark, wide receiver, Washington Redskins, 1962. No one cares, right?
No, 0. That's really lame.
Never heard
Stuart Appleby.
Golfer.
of it. Nice.
He's a loser.
How many PGA Tour titles did he win?
2.
1.
9.
Really?
Yes.
Isn't that the dude that faked his own abduction or whatever? Got beat up. Said he did.
No.
1981.
No.
I think it is. Look it up.
So happy 38th birthday, Wes Welker.
Oh, he's concussed. He's probably too concussed to know it's even his own birthday.
Happy 32nd birthday to Ryan Matthews.
He's probably ACL torn. He doesn't even know it's his own birthday.
And happy 28th birthday to Marcus Stroman.
He's probably so Canadian he doesn't even know it's his own birthday. Ah, I'm on fire today.
You are on fire. I must give you much
Does he still play
credit.
for the Blue Jays?
I
He still
believe
pitch
so.
for him?
Yes. So I think I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I think we're done here. We're an hour and 45 minutes in.
It's a long one.
Long show. That's what she said.
Long show.
So, thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Brandon there. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, serves the Toledo and surrounding area, and not Kummel, China. Thank you to Cassandra at PNC, Tim and Stephanie at Verizon, and Ben Meyer at Yark Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Caw-caw.
He He's a parrot.